Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, readers of all persuasions. Welcome back to my channel, Booked, Uncorked, and Caffeinated. It's Sunday, so I'm back. I think this is going to be my days, like I said before, but it's early Sunday today. I wanted to be able to film and post and do all the things across the internet. So today, as the title show, it is a book haul, my very first book haul on this channel, and I'm super duper excited. I'm always buying books, but this particular weekend, I went to Philly. I went to some Black-owned bookstores, and so I'm super happy to tell you what I bought, what I'm thinking about reading, and all the things. So let's start with what I'm actually reading right now. I'm feeling all the feels of the pumpkin spice season, autumn, all the things. So today, I started this book. When did I start? Today is Sunday. I read it a little bit yesterday. I started it Friday. I'm like 2/3 through. It's the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, which is like the internet sensation thus far. And I wanted to read it regardless. Like, I was looking for pumpkin spice things to read or autumn type of books to read. And of course, this is the sensation of the internet right now. And it's by Lori Gilmore. And for those who don't know, my last name is Gilmore. It gives you all of the feels that everyone talks about the Gilmore Girls, small town feels, all the things. And my mom and I used to watch the Gilmore Girls when it first came out years ago, because we wanted to know that they have the life that we have. And it's so funny because their banter is like my mom and I. So it was super, super cool to watch. And this is actually making me want to get back into the series. So I might peruse the internets and figure out to watch it during this time. But yes, that's what I'm currently reading. And so that kicks off our book haul, because when I got back from my mini vacation, guess what's in the mail waiting for me? The second book in the series, called The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. I'm so excited. So I think that's why I'm reading the Pumpkin Spice Cafe super fast. Because I really want to get into this, because on October 22nd, the Christmas Tree Farm, which is the third in the series, comes out. So I definitely want to be prepared to read that. And then the fourth one, I think it's the Strawberry Pancake House, if I'm not mistaken. That comes out in March. So more of a spring feel. But this is the first book of the book haul. The Cinnamon Bun Book store. And so I'm super, super excited about reading both of those books. So going on with my book haul. So I went to Philly. I'm an educator, so we had a couple of days off for the holiday. And so I visited some bookstores. I wanted to get away a couple of days. Not like a full-on vacation, but kind of like a restful vacation. And so I stayed at Aquaba, Philadelphia, which is a Black-owned Airbnb or bed and breakfast. And Monique has, I believe, 5 locations. The first one was in Brooklyn, which is actually not far from where my mom lives and where I grew up. And I remember actually 20-something years ago when she opened. It was like the talk of the neighborhood at the time. And so she has one in Philly, another one in PA, one in Jersey, and one in DC. So I figured, since I was going to Philadelphia and I was gonna have to stay someplace anyway, why not stay at Aquaba, Philadelphia? It's Black-owned. And also just to have a homey feel. It was very, very nice, warm, and welcoming. Miss Terry, who was the innkeeper, was super, super cool. And just very attentive to everyone that was staying in the space, and very welcoming. So I definitely would say, if you can find yourself at an Aquaba Inn, please do so. They have one in Philly, another one in PA, I forgot the town. They have one in DC, one in Cape May. Is that how you say it? Cape May in Jersey, and then one in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. So while I was there, like I said, I perused some Black shops, restaurants, and things of that nature. But you know, I can't go anywhere without doing a book haul. So one of the bookstores that I stopped at is one of the oldest bookstores in Philly, if I'm not mistaken. It's been established since 1959. It's Hakeem's bookstore. This is the Bookmark. And so it was super cool to go there. They have great reads from African American authors, like older books that may be out of print or it's hard to find, and newer books as well. I got a mixture of things there. So I got a self-care for Black men and 100 ways to heal and liberate. And actually I have the one for Black women as well. And I picked this up because, if you don't know, I'm a therapist. I work with high school students and I do some private practice stuff as well. So I figured this would give me some insight also how to cater to my young men. We always seem to cater to young women, which is perfectly fine. But catering to young men is a passion that I found of mine in the last year or so, interacting with my male students. And they kind of see me as the auntie. So that's great because they are able to come and hear and listen and be a part of, you know, what I'm bringing to the school. And I really enjoy having the boys group there. I'm not a part of the actual meetings because I want the boys to feel really comfortable discussing like male topics. So a couple of my colleagues who are male, you know, kind of do this out of the kindness of their heart, and we hold groups like every other week for the young men to come in. So I want to read some of this so I can also help out the students that I see that's on my caseload every day. So that was the first book. Then I got Iyanla Vanzant, Don't Give It Away. Is a workbook for self-awareness and self-affirmation for young women. Like I said, I work in a high school, so just adding some of my repertoire of things and resources to be an asset to my students. Then this is an old school book. I think my mom wanted this, or she got it recently. It's called Black Labor, White Wealth, The Secret for Power and Economic Justice. I thought this was super important to pick up and to really dive into. I've seen it on the bookshelves of my mom for years. And in light of what's happening in the United States and just across the world about wealth and building wealth and passing down wealth, I wanted to really dive into this. So I'm looking forward to that. I also got a self-care coloring book, once again, to add to my resources. When I walked into the store, I didn't realize that this was kind of going to be a theme of the day. I was just looking at things that interest me, and most of them are about self-awareness, self-affirming, self-esteem, and just being taking care of yourself, like self-care before that became a buzzword. And so that's what it turned into, and I love it. So a part of that was a self-care coloring book called Exhale Again. I have the first one and I bought it for myself, but I think I'm going to take this one to school and make some copies for the young women when they're having a stressful time, just to sit and choose something that, you know, that fills their heart for the day. And if anyone knows of one for males, please drop that down in the chat, so I can get something from my males as well. Like I said, that's become my passion moving forward, making sure that our males are also taking care of their mental health. And then I bought a calendar, old school calendar. I haven't bought a wall calendar in a long time. My mom is probably gonna hate me because she likes wall calendars. I should have got her one. But what I asked the shop owner was, the shop owner is also the daughter of Hakeem. The shop owner was, do she do online orders? And she does. So I may order a couple and give out as gifts for this holiday. It's the journey into 365 days of Black history. I'm super excited about this. I'm gonna put this up in my office. I'm gonna put it up in my office, but I went back and forth whether I want it in my home or in my office. So I think I'm gonna put it in my office. And no shade to Dr. King, Malcolm X, or Rosa Parks, but our children need to know that there were more prominent figures during the era of African Americans being influential in the society in which we live. So I think I'm gonna put this in my office. And she also gave me the complete poems of Paul Lawrence Dunbar, and I'm super interested in this. I have some work by him, but I don't have like a collection of his poems. So I think this is super cool. Maybe I'll read through some stuff and find some stuff to share with my students. I'm always reading. They know that I'm always reading, so it's nothing out of the ordinary. And so I'm excited about that. Then I went to another bookstore, and let me get the name correct, because I would be so upset if I don't say it correctly. Uncle Bobby's is called Uncle Bobby's. It's a bookstore slash coffee shop, and I love the atmosphere. Everyone was just vibing out in there. There are children's book section, you know, games pertaining to African Americans, the Black folk, and it was just a vibe. I wish I had got there earlier, because I had got there earlier, I would have actually stayed a little bit and vibed out. But it was super crowded. I'm so happy for them. So Uncle Bobby's in Philly, the place to be if you want to just vibe, work, chill, read, and all the things. And it was like an age range of people. I heard these two older gentlemen talking about like just being Black and older, and like the system and what they've been through. It was a super interesting conversation. So Uncle Bobby's is where it's at. So there I bought 3 books. I bought some cards, I bought a shirt, I did all the things at Uncle Bobby's. But one of the books that I bought was Wild Tongues Can't Be Tamed. And this is from the Latinx diaspora, and by an Honduras writer, and I don't want to screw up her name. But I was familiar with her because she is also the founder of Bronx's Reading. And so I had to pick this up. When she was here in the Bronx, I think I missed her. So it was awesome to get her book. Can't wait to read that. Then I got the Supremes at Earl's All You Can Eat. It's a series, I think on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken. And I really like to read the books of shows or movies before I see the show or movie, because it just gives you a different dynamic and you see it differently. So I can't wait to get into that. And then I got a Christmas themed book. Yes, I'm getting ready. Jaquel J, I think it's how you pronounce this, the author's name, and it's called Second Jan Christmas. And I've been really into holiday books that highlight Black love. It started last year. I didn't realize there were so many holiday books that highlight Black love, and so I'm gonna get into that again this year. And so this is probably the book that kicks it off. And then I got a couple of cards. I don't know if I'm gonna give them away yet or put them in my postcard doohickey that I keep when I go away to places. It says, "You are smart, you are strong, you are beautiful, the world is lucky to have you." I think that card is so dope. And then I got another card, because I'm into cards, especially that highlight African American relationships, Black love, and all of that. So this one is just a plain simple card, and it says, "Happy birthday, sis." So one of my girlfriends will probably get this in the near future, whoever birthday comes up first in the new year. But I have some more also. I have a few Black cards. I know the mahogany line that's often sold in like Hallmark or Target. I have a few of those. And then the star of the show from Uncle Bobby's was this shirt. It said, I still have the little size on hand. Let me take that off. That would be just a tad big ghetto, but not really, just me. It says, "Don't let these degrees fool you, baby." If you know, you know. I have a couple of degrees, but I love school. I love reading, obviously. But I thought this was super cool. I can't wait to wear it. Maybe I'll wear it like a college day at my school or something like that. So that's that. And then I had to stop by Books A Million, because we don't have Books A Million here, or anywhere super near that I can get to. So I got 2 books. Lisa Gardner, Before She Disappeared. I don't know the author. It just looks super, super good. And it's just look good. That's all I'm gonna say about it. And it's kind of like a thriller, and I want to get into that. And then I got a Black author as well. She's very popular in I guess the fantasy space. The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So I got that book as well. And that wraps up my book haul books. But I do have a little honorable mention, not a book, but a thing, because Tabitha Brown is all the things. So isn't this awesome? Tabitha Brown cutting board. This is the second one. I got the first one too, but this is the second one, and it's shaped like an afro neck. How freaking cool is that? So Target carries all things Tabitha, and I am all things Tabitha. And I got a couple of other things. I got a book with her famous line, "Don't you dare go messing nobody else's." You know how that goes. I'm not gonna butcher it, but I'm gonna get it down one day and I'm gonna say it on here just like Tab. And then she made some calendar stuff, so I'm kind of up on my calendar for the new year. So yes, this is my book haul slash all things haul. Hope everyone is doing well. Once again, my name is Gayla. My channel is Booked, Uncorked, and Caffeinated. Please subscribe and share and do all the things across the internet so that I can get my channel on and popping. But I do appreciate those family and friends and new friends who have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you so much, and I'm looking forward to doing more things. And until the next video, see you. Have a good one.